this, yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then you gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-Town.
And if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
you all in my face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative can be a blessing, also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of finally achieving it. But with that momentum, sure comes the weight of pressure and expectations. What is that sideline feeling? We'll be watching it. Can't wait to bring it to you. And handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80, Warriors 7, 60 Bobcat, 6, baby.
Straight to the air they go. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Works it down to the 37th. Zayvon Collins in on the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Bails out of the pocket quick. This is Metcalf working that right side. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Rose caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 23 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He's going to throw it again. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cardinals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And the Steelers have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. They'll come out throwing. For big yards on the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead on the first play of the drive. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Cardinals 14, Steelers 10.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. He's going deep. That's cut at the 25. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. He's got it near the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could...
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one does not go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Offense is set, 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 17. Jack Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Caught by Washington, left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down throw here by Rodgers. Forced out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Got Washington, it's complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone on first. He's got it at the 6.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Again, Rodgers. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's third down.
Adrian Taylor Demerson on the coverage.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
24. Cardinals 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting from the 5.
Mario Douglas on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. On the move, headed right. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
To throw again here on 2nd down, Rodgers. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Finds Pittman complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Rodgers from the gun. He rolls to his right. Gets this to Pittman over the middle. And And they get this down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack, but there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental, and that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Cardinals take over as he records his 10th career INT. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. Hits the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grab the lead on their first series of the half. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds a seam down the middle. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defense call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately the Jimmies and Joes in double coverage of that tight end couldn't get it done.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing again, Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Buying some time right. will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a third quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
Steelers 31, Cardinals 28.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. At the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead on the first play of the drive.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. They'll return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Headed out right. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
3rd and 2. Rodgers has a man downfield. This is Washington. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds Brown right side. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Cardinals have possession, but if they want that title, they need to erase that deficit. First and 10 from the 32. Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
When that play caller decides run-pass option, you're not thinking a sack, especially on 3rd down. Give it and run it. And if you're going to throw it, boy, you got to get the ball out of your hands.
Desperation time here on 4th. He beams one deep right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. We've set it downs from 37. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
And he sails that one over the end zone. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Connecting with Metcalf again. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Zone read, here's a give to Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pressure coming, Rodgers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. They work against the blitz. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's looking deep once again. Big gain downfield. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. From the red zone now. into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal would get them the lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw here by Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push this to an 8-point game. Point after upcoming. This for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll throw here on first. Absolutely fires this one right side. They connect on the deep shot. And they're finally able to take him down, but the damage done on that play. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. From the red zone on first. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working fast as that clock ticks down. Second down, looking for options. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
To throw. He's got it. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down. Desperation time here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have cut it to a 3-point game here in the fourth. Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for 2. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. That was their chance to take a field goal out of the picture altogether, Brock. But now, really got to buckle down and keep them out of field goal range.
Isn't this just the NFL?
It is.
I mean, every single week it seems like we're into these one possessions at the end of the game, situations that matter. And now what matters for this defense is to keep the explosive plays to a minimum. Make this other team earn it if they're going to move down the field and, in fact, kick that game-winning field goal.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
For big yards on the right side. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets them the first, and they can run this clock out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And the Pittsburgh Steelers are the 1st to 7. They're once again your Super Bowl champions, and with it, the most successful franchise.
Run it down. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down.